Hey everybody, Robb here for Southwest Florida Television. It's about 7:25 Tuesday morning, North Naples, Florida. I'm at Vanderbilt Beach, in between the Vanderbilt Beach Resort and La Playa. I had some issues getting a cellular connection this morning, so I'm starting a little late here. You can probably hear the rain hitting the waterproof camera housing. I know the audio sounds a little funky, but I want to keep my iPhone protected. It's about 75 degrees. Looks like it's going to be raining throughout the morning. Obviously, all eyes are on Hurricane Milton. It looks like we're really going to start feeling the effects of Milton here in North Naples starting tomorrow, maybe around noonish. Things will really be starting to pick up. I mean, we'll be feeling it tomorrow morning, but supposedly around noon and when things are supposed to pick up. Naples, they're expecting anywhere from a 4 to 7 foot storm surge. Right now here in Collier County, tropical storm force gusts. It looks like the center of the storm is still tracking towards the Tampa Bay area. Pray for those people. Man. Everybody here, we're all still recovering from Helene. I'll be out here when I can to give you updates as long as it's safe. I'm sure we're going to see the Gulf spilling out again into Gulf Shore Drive. They already had signs up for standing water at the intersection of Gulf Shore Drive and Vanderbilt Beach Road. We have been seeing a lot of rain over the past couple of days, and this has nothing to do with Milton, this rain. This is another system that Milton's going to shove out of here. Hit that share button, let everybody know I'm out here. Remember, I'm out here for you, trying to keep you informed. It's a really sad morning for me right now. I'd rather be at home with my little fur baby Mason. He's going to be crossing over the Rainbow Bridge when I get home from the beach this morning. My heart is breaking right now. But I want to let everybody know what's going on. There's a lot worse things happening in this world. As I was walking up the beach here, it looks like the Turtle Club has put some barriers up around their property, on the beach side of their property. I'll give you a look at those as I make my way down there. Again, hit that share button. There's a lot of folks that visit Vanderbilt Beach here. A lot of folks call this their home away from home in the winter time. A lot of Verbos and Airbnbs here and timeshares. Hopefully it's not going to be so bad here, but everybody's preparing for the worst and hoping for the best. I'll probably be able to come out here tomorrow afternoon. We'll see how bad it is. We'll get a look at what's going on with the storm surge. It's going to be another nighttime event when the storm makes landfall up in Tampa, or projected to make landfall in Tampa. Bonita Springs is still under a hurricane warning. Collier County, a hurricane watch. And we're very close to Bonita Springs. Where I'm at right now is under evacuation orders. Folks that live right along the beach here are advised to get out. We're a little further inland. We're actually in the evacuation zone, but we're like right on the edge of it, and our house is well above the storm surge line, well above it, a good 5 feet above it. So we're okay. We've got our supplies, and generators. And thank you for your concern. Remember, nobody pays me to come out and do this. I do depend on your kindness, your generosity, your financial support. Facebook stars, I get a penny for each star that you send to my videos. They add up. I do prefer tips via PayPal. That way there's no fees involved with Facebook. You can find a link to my PayPal account in the description of this post. You can also find me on Venmo, Apple Pay. You can use the phone number that's posted here on Southwest Florida Television's Facebook page for those. Zelle, if you like to use Zelle, you'll have to message me on my personal Facebook page for that phone number. That's a different number, actually a different bank account. But whatever, thank you for hanging out with me. Thanks for being a friend. A lot of you have been following along for years. Normally I'm out here under a little more pleasant conditions, doing my morning beach walks. A great way to start the day. We've got an awesome group of people that follow along. We refer to ourselves as the Southwest Florida Television Beach Family, and we'd love to have you in our beach family in the mornings. Thursday morning's probably still going to be a little rough, but Thursday afternoon they're talking about things actually starting to clear a little. So tomorrow is the big day for Florida. They are going to see flooding over on the other coast. That's from the rain. Let's hope this storm crosses over. It is supposed to lose a lot of its strength. Still supposed to be a Category 3 when it makes landfall. But yesterday, I think the winds reached 185 miles per hour. That's a killer storm. It did lose some strength throughout the night. They're expecting it to intensify once again and then lose strength as it approaches land. Just keep everybody in its path in your thoughts and prayers, as well as everybody who was in the path of Hurricane Helene, all those folks in the Carolinas, Tennessee and Georgia, all still recovering. Hopefully Milton will not affect them. Right now it doesn't look like it. Pardon me here, I'm just having a tough time. We all know when we get those little fur babies that their life on this planet, their life with us is short. And we know from the day we get them when they're cute little puppies that our hearts are going to be breaking. And yet we continue to do it. They just bring so much joy into our lives. If you're a pet owner, you know what I'm talking about. And many of you have gone through the ordeal of losing them. There's nothing like having a pet by your side. All they want is your love. And they just give it back 100 times over. It hurts to see them suffer. I don't know why the colors just change like that. This camera acts weird. There, back to normal colors. It has a hard time when it's dark like this. It's the white balance is what the issue is. It can't figure out if it's sunrise, sunset, what's going on. I might try and do a little live feed from over by the Turtle Club on YouTube here when I end this feed. So be sure to, if you want to see it, switch over to YouTube, Southwest Florida Television on YouTube. I don't know if it's going to work. If I can get their signal over there, their Wi-Fi connection. I got to have a Wi-Fi to get on YouTube. The cellular connection here is just too bad. Way too bad. Too weak for YouTube. Oh, it's going to be interesting to see what happens to all these piles of sand. If they're just going to be knocked down and spread all over the place, which is what I'm assuming. Other than a little rain, it's not a bad morning for a beach walk. So actually the rain's let up, now it's more of a mist. It was a pretty constant drizzle earlier. So if you're just tuning in here, this is Vanderbilt Beach in North Naples, Florida. It's about 75 degrees. I'm just making my way down to the south. The rain that's in the area has nothing to do with the hurricane. This was a whole different system which Milton will be pushing out of here, shoving out of here as he approaches Florida's Gulf Coast, which is still looking like it's going to be up around Tampa, but we're still keeping a close eye on Milton. Could be a doozy. If you haven't done so already, go to wherever you get your apps, Google Play, the App Store. Download the Wink Weather app, W-I-N-K, Wink Weather app. Download their news app too, Wink News. You can see the current warnings and watches and whatnot and radar for Naples. Put Naples, Florida in as your location. Put Bonita Springs in as your location. Where I'm at is kind of in between Naples and Bonita Springs. You can't put Vanderbilt Beach in there. That's if you just want to see the forecasts, Fort Myers Beach. But the radar gives you a good idea what's going on everywhere down here. If you put Naples in as your location. They should be streaming live on their website now. Wink News, winknews.com. If you want to watch that, they do an awesome job of coverage here. Local people, so their heart's in what they're reporting. It's not folks just coming in from the Weather Channel. You're always better off watching local coverage when you can. That's what I'm trying to provide you with. I'm not the news by any means. And I don't want this to be your source for hurricane information. That's why I suggest Wink. I'm just here to show you what's happening when I can. It's pretty much the way it was yesterday. I thought it was going to be a little worse this morning, just a little more rain, but it's almost a repeat of yesterday morning. Although I have not seen anybody else on the beach yet. Normally I'll be seeing others walking the beach. Oh, yesterday evening before sunset, there was cars in the parking lot at the drop-off area. They came through the barriers. Cars parked in there. Folks out with their shovels on the beach, filling sandbags. There is not a shortage of supplies. People are able to get plywood and gas and propane and food. But there are long lines. Gas stations are running out of gas, but there is a constant supply chain coming in and filling those gas stations back up. Right now, Florida is not in a crisis with any of that stuff yet. They're removing debris. They're going to be hauling debris up until the winds reach tropical storm force. All the stuff Helene created, everything that people cleaned out of their yards and their homes, the furniture from flooding, they will be picking that debris up until the last minute, 24/7. As I said earlier, where I'm at, they are under a mandatory evacuation, which means they don't come out and pull you out of your homes. It just means you may not receive emergency services when the storm hits if you need them until it's safe to come back in here. I don't live too far from here, but we are in a good location. We are very high. We're well above the storm surge. So please don't worry about us. Worry about all the other people that aren't as fortunate. And we are pretty well stocked up on supplies and fuel. We're in good shape. It's not our first hurricane. I've pretty much lived in Florida all my life and been through quite a few storms. Even with conditions like this, for me anyway, the beach still has healing powers, still my happy place, making my breaking heart feel a little better. It's nice being with my beach family. I don't know if I'll be out later today. I want to come out and check things out. I just can't make any promises. Again, remember, I'm out here for you for the next few days at least. The Turtle Club. You can see they've got all their tables and chairs and umbrellas put away now. They've got the hatches battened down. Like I said, everybody's preparing for the worst and hoping for the best here. This is probably going to be my only Facebook live feed this morning. Looks like that tide got up pretty high early this morning. So, as this Milton comes in tomorrow afternoon and evening time, it's going to be coming in as the tide is rising, which that's not good. It'd be better if it was a low tide. Let's hope this is it for hurricane season this year. Let's hope this is it for hurricanes. Mountain of sand, what's going to happen to that? All the sand they took out of the drop-off area at Vanderbilt Beach Park. Is it just going to wind up back where they scooped it all away from? Boy, quiet here this morning. Maybe everybody's bugging out like they're supposed to. That would be good. Something that they were stressing on the news, and I want to reiterate here. Remember, there's a potential for a 7-foot storm surge here along our coastline. And we know what that does to Vanderbilt Beach here. We've seen it now several times. What I want to emphasize, if you're in one of these condos here, 7 foot is going to put water, into your bottom floor, into the lower level here. Probably go out into the street. On the Gulf Shore, probably push sand in the Gulf Shore. That's 7 foot is the worst case scenario right now, 4 to 7 feet. But here's the deal: if you live in one of these buildings and you live up on the top floor, you're like, yeah, I'm good, I'm high, I'm dry, I got my storm shutters. You can see these places just shutter up, most of them, just shutter up in the summertime. But here's the deal. These surges take the elevators out. And a lot of these buildings are without elevators because the parts get hard to find for quite a while. I think there's still some without elevators. All their elevators working. They were taken out during Hurricane Ian over 2 years ago. So remember that. You're going to be climbing stairs. So if you can't climb stairs, get out of those buildings. And remember, it's going to be flooded on the bottom floor. And even if the elevator's operating, they're supposed to turn them off. If for some reason they don't shut the elevators off in your building here, stay out of it. A lot of places closing up already today. A lot of our public stores, I think more up to the north of us. Charlotte County's preparing for the worst. Punta Gorda, they just had a horrible time with Helene. I wonder if we're going to have not this low tide, but tomorrow morning's low tide. I wonder if it's going to be lower because of the storm. Normally, when the storm's approaching, it pulls the water out into the Gulf. Right now, Milton's like 500 miles away from us. Wink, they said it looked like he was starting to make that northerly turn. But yeah, yesterday evening there were folks out here filling up sandbags. My friend Robert came out here and sent me a picture of it. Why not, huh? I don't know if any of these hotels have guests in them now that got stranded here, couldn't get flights out. All of our resorts on the beach reopened not too long ago after Helene, the Ritz, the Vanderbilt Beach Inn, or Vanderbilt Beach Resort, the Vanderbilt Beach Inn. That's a part of our history here. The Vanderbilt Beach Resort in North Playa. So it's pretty much moment by moment here, hour by hour, as far as coming out here and doing live feeds. Like I said, I'll do the best I can for you. Remember, nobody pays me to come out and do this, so I do depend on your kindness, your generosity to make ends meet each month. If you'd like to send a little thank you, a token of appreciation, you can find a link to my PayPal account in the description of this post. You can also find me on Venmo and Apple Pay, Zelle. If you message me on my personal Facebook Messenger, I'll give you the phone number for Zelle. Every dollar counts these days, my friends. Times are tough for all of us, I know. Almost all of us. Tell your friends about Southwest Florida Television. Make sure you're set up to get notified when I go live here. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. At least give it a try. If I can give you a little heads up, I will. I'll throw up a post there, but so do check back periodically for updates on Southwest Florida Television's Facebook page, on my personal Facebook page. Either one. The only place you can watch live, though, is right here on Southwest Florida Television. All right, I'm going to go up to the Turtle Club in a few minutes and try to do a live feed on Southwest Florida Television's YouTube channel. You want to see if you can find that. See if I can get a good enough connection from their Wi-Fi out on the beach. I won't be able to wander around. I'm just curious to see if it works. Thank you for your thoughts and concerns about me and my wife's safety. Thank you for your condolences about my little fur baby. I'm gonna miss that little rascal. I want to stay at the beach all day. I don't want to go home. It's killing me right now, killing me. But I know it's for the best. All right, my friends. I will See you again, I promise. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for allowing me into your lives and onto your screens. Until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay strong. And hit that share button. Tally-ho, everyone, tally-ho. For Southwest Florida Television, I'm Robb Stan. May God bless you, your family, your beautiful fur babies, everything and everyone in your lives. And God bless our wonderful, beautiful, and amazing country, the place that I am so proud to call my home. God bless America. Tally-ho. Tally-ho.